Hi, I'm Simon. I'm the maths tutor from SFMaths. I just wanted to make this little video really just to talk about my views on tutoring and my sort of principles behind it and why it can work and how it can work. So the first thing I just want to say is that maths tutoring, private tutoring, is not like a maths lesson. They're completely different things. So a maths lesson may have 20 or 30 students in there, and there's a fairly fixed format. When we're talking about one-to-one tutoring or potentially small group tutoring, we have an awful lot of opportunities and options that we can use to make it quite different. So the first, I suppose, the big difference is that most tutoring sessions will not stick to the plan. So I will plan some work before we begin, but I would say most times we will deviate from that plan. Something will crop up as we're talking that means, okay, we're just going to go and investigate that topic for a little while, and then we might get back on track. And that's one of the great strengths of doing this, that we're able to do it. I've got lots of experience in teaching maths, and I've got lots and lots of resources. So anything that crops up, I should be able to kind of go off and deviate and to work on whatever we need to work on. The next thing I just want to say is that maths tutoring works better the harder the student works. So this is not a passive approach. That the student should be guiding the content of all these sessions. So if I can get more information, good quality information of things that the student is struggling on, maybe copies of tests that they've worked on, questions that they found difficult in a lesson, if I can get those in advance of the session, then that can really enhance the session. I suppose the other thing is that, the more maths work that the student is doing, be it homework or tests or just their own independent practice, the better, because the more maths they're doing, the more problems they'll be hitting, and the more opportunity we'll then have to kind of address the real problems. Okay. Next thing I want to say is that tutoring is a partnership. So there's me, the tutor, there's the student, the most important person, and there's the parents. And I suppose, in many cases, there's the school as well. The school can play a big part in this. If I'm delivering high quality lessons, the student is working really, really hard and giving me the information in advance of a session, and the student is being really well supported by the parents, you've almost got guaranteed success. That is what we need. We will get progress if we have if all those things are in place. So all three of us working together with lots and lots of feedback. I like to have regular catch-ups with parents. And could be once a month, or just give me a call if you've got any concerns or questions. And I see that as a really, really positive thing. And the more parents can be involved, the better. Finally, there's no obligation with tutoring. If we don't click, then my advice, if we don't click and you feel as if you're not making progress, my advice to you is walk away. Yeah, go and find a different tutor and find someone else that you think you can make better progress with. I'm confident that with most students, if not all, we can make progress, but that's your choice, and there is absolutely no obligation. I won't be offended if you walk away and go somewhere else. I recognise that this is a very, very big commitment. There's a big financial commitment and there's a big time commitment. And if you're not comfortable, then you shouldn't be doing it. Yeah. Okay, so there'll be another video as well on here about more about the mechanics of how a lesson works, but that was what I wanted to say about my sort of philosophy of tutoring.